But in much earlier years, the mustard, which is similar to the Senning operation, was quite complicated. This is an atrial baffle procedure to divert the blue blood. Let me talk you through it. Consider this baffle, this structure that the surgeon creates out of pericardium typically, shaped like a pair of trousers. And the trouser legs go over the superior and the inferior vena cava. And as blue blood comes into that cava, it enters this baffle that the surgeon creates, and the trouser legs enter into this waistband area here, if you like, which is connected over the mitral annulus into the left ventricle. So blue blood enters into this atrial baffle, comes into the left ventricle through the baffle, it can't go anywhere else, and then the blue blood from the LV, of course, is still connected to the pulmonary artery. Red blood then, returning from the lungs, can't get into the baffle, goes around it, goes into the right ventricle, as you see here, and the right ventricle ejects the red blood into the aorta. So the blood is now heading in the correct direction, blue blood going to the pulmonary artery, red blood going to the aorta. But note, it is going through the wrong ventricle. The right ventricle is now the systemic ventricle and ejecting to the aorta. And here you see an x-ray of a patient after a mustard as a child, doing well. 10 years later, now the typical complication: right ventricular failure, severe tricuspid regurgitation. This right ventricle in this circumstance cannot pump to the systemic circulation forever.